Dirt 4. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Dirt 4 is all about embracing fear. It's about the thrill, exhilaration and adrenaline that is absolutely vital to off-road racing. It's about loving the feeling of pushing flat out next to a sheer cliff drop, going for the gap that's too small and seeing how much air you can get. Be fearless.
So what is Dirt 4? Well, it's not Dirt Rally, so let's just draw a line between them two games now. Dirt Rally was a proper rally sim. Dirt 4, it's a so game. It's not a rally simulator. Codemasters did release, however, a statement to say that they were basing it on the physics of or something along the lines of Dirt Rally, and it's going to be even better. It does have better things than Dirt Rally. I mean, the braking does seem... The cars have weight. You can feel that the cars have weight. The force feedback's it's like sitting on a seat and doing a huge fart. That's about as much feeling as you get back through the steering wheel. I'm using a T300 GTE Thrustmaster steering wheel and pedal system for this, and I am very disappointed, guys. The force feedback is just... It's not as good as Dirt Rally. And Dirt Rally's force feedback, let's be honest, wasn't the best, but it was not bad. But the thing is, guys, and I'm not going to compare Dirt Rally to this because all the fanboys will annihilate me for doing it, because Dirt Rally is a sim game. Dirt 4 isn't. Although, guys, it does have an option for simulator mode where you can turn everything off, which is what I've been playing on. So it is a sim game then. Sorry. That's good then. Now I can compare them, you see, because they're both sim games, because it says so in the game. You see, guys, what I'm trying to say is Dirt 4 feels like it was made before Dirt Rally. Dirt Rally feels like the successor to Dirt 4. Dirt Rally, the rally car handles like a rally car. I wouldn't know really because I haven't driven a rally car, but I've watched rallying a lot, and you have that sense when you're in Dirt Rally that you put opposite lock on to come into a bend and swing the car around the bend. The car just... It's very difficult to get there, but once you start getting there, you are just gliding round the bends, power sliding round the bends. Honestly, trying to get these fucking cars, even the rear-wheel drive ones, to power slide round a bend just using your gas pedal, you can't do it. You literally have to pump the handbrake on all the time, and that's not realistic. I'm sorry, but you should easily be able, in a rear-wheel drive car, be able to come into a bend and just by being in the right gear and applying the right revs, swing the back end out to get round a corner. And you just can't. It sticks to the road like fucking glue, which is a big disappointment for a rally game, because rally cars, I mean, they have more grip than a normal car, yes, but you don't drive normal cars in fucking mud in the middle of the Welsh Hills, do you? So it's going to be slippy, so you need that extra grip. But what they've done with this is they've dumbed it down. They've really made this, it almost feels like it's on rails, even with everything off. I mean, I crashed. I hit a curb and I flipped the car up in the air, and I let go of my steering wheel, put my hands on my head, and because I was doing so well, and I was like, no. And then the next time I looked, my car was actually driving itself around the course, and I was like, hang on, because I didn't take my foot off the gas. The car was actually driving. I mean, there weren't big bends, but it was going almost nearly at 90 degrees around the corners. Guys, there's a ghost in the car that can. It kind of helps you. It kind of. Going back to what I was saying, Dirt Rally, it had brilliant handling, good force feedback, really good physics on the car. It was a proper sim, and it had virtual reality. And I tell you what, the graphics weren't bad. You know, it was a few years ago that it was released, and the graphics weren't bad. With this, you've got worse graphics, no VR. It's not a sim. It's not a sim. It's an arcade racer. Even if you switch everything off, I still don't class it as a sim. And do you know something else I've noticed? The corners all look the fucking same. I'm driving around, I'm thinking, hang on, haven't I just been through here? Like 200 yards back there, they use the same kind of graphics all the time, just repeated over, and I don't know, I don't like that. It just doesn't feel, it just doesn't, guys. You do get a lot more game in this. You get 50 cars. Let's talk about what you get. You get 50 cars. You get 5 locations: Australia, Spain, Michigan, Sweden and Wales. You get complete career mode, which is nice because it's quite in depth. You got the car tuning and everything, because it's a sim, remember, and you get sponsorship deals and all that kind of stuff, like you do in the Formula 1 game, F116, F117, which comes out later on this year. You get Land Rush, which is like, you know, the buggies, like the rear-wheel drive buggies and stuff like that, on like a motocross circuit. You get that. You get Joyride, which is essentially just driving around this industrial estate doing what the hell you want, and there's also challenges for that as well. You get Dirt Academy, which is basically learning all the skills to play the game, and obviously you've got the career mode, which I said. You've got competitive gaming as well, which is challenges against other players. There's like monthly challenges and stuff. It also has damage and repairs on this game, and it's not cosmetic, it is real, the damage. If you batter your car too much, you will get retired, you'll get punches and all the rest of it like that. I've never been retired, but I assume you would if you just kept smashing your car to smithereens. But a car game is only as good as the car driving, and like so many car games, it's let down badly by the car driving. It just doesn't feel like a rally car when I'm driving it, and the only thing I've got to compare it to is Dirt Rally, and Dirt Rally, I felt like I was in a rally car. It was so unforgiving. I think I quoted in my review, if you sneeze, the next second you end up on Jupiter, because just it requires so much competition. If you sneeze and accidentally twank the steering wheel, your car will just take off. It'll just hit something and go flying through the air and end up on Jupiter, that kind of thing. And you don't get that with this, although you do go flying if you hit a curb, but it's I don't know, it's just too easy. It's too easy. I've only been playing it for a few hours and I'm already flying up the rankings on the championships, coming first, you know. Alright, I can turn the competitors' AI up a little bit further, but that's not the point. I'm flying through the circuits and hardly crashing. In Dirt Rally, I was crashing on every other fucking corner because the car was so twitchy. You literally do have to tune the car. I haven't even tuned the car on this. I've just took out the bog standard setup all the time, and I'm still winning. I'm not even on arcade. I'm on pro. It's like, this is the game for rally people who are shit at fucking rallying. That's what this game is. This is let's just call a spade, right? If you fucking suck donkey balls at Dirt Rally and you wanted to be in a rally car but you couldn't get round the corners in it, then this is the game for you, because in this game you'll get round the corners, but you'll get round them in such a boring way that you'll just want to vomit, because it's like driving fast in real life. You don't feel like you're rallying. It's not like driving into a bend and turning the opposite way that you need to just to flick the back end out and then do massive amounts of oversteer. It's like, you don't do any of that in this. There's just no. You just come up to a bend and you just steer and go around it. You just slow down and go around the bend, and you'll go around the bend. If you try to do that in a proper rally car, you'd end up dead. It's like, another thing as well, I actually killed a marshal, and when I got to the finish line, it says, good job. So, okay. But the thing is, guys, that's the problem with this game. It's catering to one set of people, and that is the arcade people. It's not really giving anything to sim fans, and where's VR? It's 2017, for fuck's sake. Where's virtual? Do you know what? When you play a driving game with virtual reality, it is so much of a leap forward. When you go back to flat screen racing, it's boring as fuck. It feels like you're back in the fucking dark ages. It really does. It's just so awful. It's harder as well because you don't hit all the apexes when you don't have VR, because you can't look at the apex as well as you can with VR. So I'm very, very disappointed in this game. It has to be said. Yes, it's got some great points like the career mode, and it's got some fun things. I found it fun driving around the industrial estate in the car. I was in a Hyundai, and it was great fun just flying around and just being a complete bell end. That was probably one of the best things about the game, unfortunately. But I bought it for the rallying, and it just doesn't really deliver a rally experience. It just has me driving around narrow roads in a car going extremely fast. And yes, I'm having to work the wheel and the pedals and the gears, but I didn't find it that difficult to do, to be honest. And I should have, and I wanted to. So I don't know, guys. I think the way to deal with this is that, for me, as a kind of, I like the full simulation. I do. Ever since I played Jeff Crammond's F1, I like the full Monty. When I'm in a driving game, I want VR. I expect VR. I expect the car to handle well if it's a rally car, but like a rally car. I expect it to be rock hard, and it just isn't. It's just piss easy. And do you know something else as well? Can I just finish on this? The pace notes. It's honestly, the guy doing the pace notes, he sounds like Rob Brydon of Would I Lie to You?
Left 5, 110 through dip, keep left of the crest, and crest jump maybe 200 over finish to stop.
It's like he's so laid back. I mean, the kind of speeds that you're driving around the Welsh countryside, he would be like so pumped up with adrenaline, but he's just like he's so calm. You know, he sounds like a solicitor. You know, it's not good. The voiceover is just not good in this. The music's alright. The music's quite good in this, but I didn't buy it for the fucking music. I want really high octane pace notes delivered to me while I'm trying to fight for me life on every corner to get it right. That's what I want from a rally game, and Dirt 4 does not deliver that. It runs alright, it has a lot of graphic options, it has a good career mode, it has a lot of game modes, it has a lot of vehicles, and it has a lot of locations. But at the end of the day, guys, this is supposed to be a rally sim. It says so. It says so. It doesn't say it's an arcade game, it gives you the choice arcade or sim. And unfortunately, it doesn't deliver on the sim side. It does deliver on the arcade side. So there you go. If you're the kind of guy that wants an arcadey rally experience, then get it, because this totally delivers on that. And I'm not saying it's not fun, because it is fun. It's just not for sim fans. That's the problem. And that's why I'm thumbing it down, because I don't want an arcade rally game. I just don't. I want a rally game that makes my eyes the size of dinner plates at every fucking corner. I want to be drooling saliva down my face but not even feel it because the concentration is so much. I want my knuckles white on the steering wheel as I turn into every corner. I want to just be transfixed in total concentration and feel the elation of fighting that car around the corners, dabbing the gas pedal, whacking the back end out, opposite lock and coming into them, and feeling the car drifting all over the place. That's what I want from a rally game, because that's what rallying's all about. It's not about a Sunday afternoon drive in a car that sticks to the road like fucking glue, and that's what this game is, and that's why I don't like it. So there you go, guys. It's not worth a buy.
Unless you're a console jockey and love just easy games. Dump down.
I'm only kidding. I've got nothing against console gamers. I own a console. It's PS4. It's a bloody great Blu-ray player.